Hello, this is Tanda from Cosmic Spark, and I'm back again with another video. I hope that little wait in between videos didn't give you some anxiety that I wasn't going to return. I am going to give you guys a reading today, and then the next video I'm going to do is going to be on how to integrate the lessons, the messages that you're getting when you're watching my videos. So keep a lookout for that. Hopefully that can guide you guys so that you don't feel like you're receiving the right information but are unmoored and don't know what to do with it. As usual, I haven't asked Spirit what the reading is all about. We're going to find out together. So thank you so much in advance for your support. Consider liking and subscribing. And let's go. Okay, so overarching theme today. Oh, how flattering. Today I am going to use the Fairy Oracle, the one with Brian Froud. I don't know if Brian is actually the artist or I don't know which bit Brian Froud does, but it's the Brian Froud Fairy Oracle deck. Angels, ancestors, spirit, what is the overarching theme for today's reading? Please and thank you. Clear and concise messages only from my collective. The truth, nothing but the truth. And we rebuke any trickster energy. Thanking you. Himself. Himself can speak to an innate power. So there could be an energy in this reading about you bringing something to life, you channeling something through your vessel, you utilizing your knowledge and your body to bring something to fruition. But we'll see how that sort of plays out with the rest of the reading. Okay. Your current challenge is the Queen of Pentacles and the Bridge. Okay. Presently, collective, you are coming through with the Six of Swords, so you're in a state of motion at the moment. You are in transition. You are traveling. You are you could be communicating a lot with people online for work purposes or just to expand your intellectual horizons. That's where you're at the moment. The major block I'm seeing so far before I pull any clarifiers is struggling to balance your work life and your self-care routines. There's this energy that you might be making money, but you're not feeling enjoyment. You're not feeling relaxation. You're not feeling like in your body you're seeing the evidence of what you're working towards. There's an energy that your struggle at the moment is slowing down, being sensual, and having a bit more harmony when it comes to work versus self-care. Let's get some clarifiers going. Spirit, please clarify this energy that the collective is in and what they're struggling with, and then we can go from there. Yes, Lucy. Oh, she's like, no one's listening to me. Did you guys miss Lucy? Okay. So presently you are in this energy where you are attractive, you're magnetizing people. If you're online at the moment, you've got plenty of eyes on you. You are looking bigger, larger than life even. You could be getting some prophetic dreams that might be leading you in the direction of travel or leading you in the direction of putting yourself out there more. And you could be going out of a situationship or exploring one depending on the person. Obviously, this is like a very collective reading, so there could be so many different interpretations. So yeah, either leaving a situationship, considering a situation, in the middle of one, and it's sort of steadily going and propelling forward. um, that struggle that we kind of touched on before, feeling unsatisfied, you're feeling like the glass is half empty. You're feeling like, oh my god, how is it that I've worked so hard, I've come so far, and I'm looking around and I'm dissatisfied. I feel like things are missing. I feel like I could be in a better place. Why is my mental health, not in the best place? There you go. um yeah. And Spirit wants you to know that despite the hardship that you're having with feeling gratitude, seeing the good within a situation that you're not super comfortable in, there is an incoming gift from the universe. That to me doesn't mean that you sit on your ass and you wait for everything to kind of just do itself. If you know that you could reasonably take less hours and still function, then maybe I would start there. Like, if you normally prioritize something that isn't geared towards self care and it can be removed, just to make sure that you do the thing that you know would actually sustain you in the long term, then you make the arrangements that you need to. I would never, ever, ever support the idea of like, put it in God's hands as an escape. If you're trusting the universe, source, God, whatever language you want to use, that's fine. But I've always loved the saying, God helps those who help themselves. I think it just makes a lot of sense. How are you supposed to show the universe that you want something, that you're ready for it, if you're unwilling to kind of take a little step or a couple little steps towards that path? And then the universe kind of greets you and meets you with momentum. Just a few thoughts. But yes, the energy between where you are and your hardship, like what's making you struggle to get over this? For some of you, you actually have been blocked from making certain moves that you want to make on purpose. It could be because you are being forced at this time to have more gratitude, to ground yourself, to look at what's in your environment and find something that is worth anything, that makes you feel like more alive and or even more rejuvenated, whatever it is that applies to you. You might find that you've been blocked from, you might be like, okay, I know I need to take care of my body, but I just got a promotion, and in this company, I could get like the next promotion, like next month, if I just work really hard and I just push my KPIs from where they are now to just a little bit further. And then when you're doing interview things, you struggle to, when you're doing, sorry, I thought my housemate was coming in. I'm like, I'm filming. Um, when yeah, then like when you're starting like application processes, like somehow you just kind of get bumped and you're like, what's going on? Sometimes you are being blocked for your own good because you're being obstinate, or because sometimes what we desire and what would be better for us aren't the same thing. And that's the point of your spiritual team, is for them to stand in and redirect you. So when things aren't working out for you, it's really beneficial for you to get into the mindset that everything is always working out for you. Um, and it's not like, I'm not saying like, oh, just brainwash yourself so that it feels good. I'm saying like learning to pick up the patterns of when something didn't work out, what opened because of that. Like, have you ever, I don't know, maybe you were going to apply for this company and you wanted this company, but you got a different one and you accepted it because you couldn't get the one that you wanted. And then a couple of months in, the company, what's the word? they liquidate or whatever, and so they can't continue as they have been, whatever the circumstances are. And then you're like, oh my God, wait a minute. If I had gone into that company, I would have been made redundant or fired like immediately. That's crazy, right? Like when you choose to pay attention to life like that and look at it from that lens and from that perspective, you will notice a lot more blessings that come from things that don't feel good. It's all about a matter of perspective. So you've got that incoming gift from the universe, and you're being asked to speak your truth. If you're someone who goes to therapy, okay, I need you to be honest with your therapist. I don't understand why people go to therapy to lie to their therapist and pay money for that, because it's a losing game. You're expending your own income that you've spent hours cultivating in this capitalistic hellscape that we live in so that you could go to a therapist. Do you know what I mean? So if you have a therapist, speak to them. If you've got trusted people in your life, speak to them. Just voice it. You never know what will come from being vulnerable and just stating, I'm overworked. I'm overworked and I'm struggling with the idea that I might need to relax because it feels unsafe because I'm not used to that. What do I do about that? Have you dealt with that? You know, you never know. You never know what you get when you ask questions. Okay, let's get into. Okay, so we've asked about your challenges. Let's ask what's an unexpected gift that you can't see now that's coming from the universe? I am going to change gears. Um, Before I do, I wanted to touch back on himself. What was, because your present energy was sort of Six of Swords, sort of siren energy, getting downloads, you know, having a little bit of romance and all that sort of stuff. And then we've got the universe here just going, hey, do you realize you're struggling with like relaxing, with like taking care of your inner world, your emotional world? Like you feel like you're working, but you don't feel like the money is doing the things that it should do for you, right? That's that. I'm just reminding myself of what we just said. Um, with himself, I think that this card, just to tie back into it, is here to say that you have a lot more agency than you're giving yourself credit for. You are manifesting what you've even manifested already, the travel, the magnetism, all of these sorts of things. Anything you're struggling with is just a matter of like, how important is it to you? You've gotten yourself this far already. You're a grown human being. I'm assuming I'm not reading for a 12-year-old or 16-year-old. Maybe, who knows? Um, if I really need to make a move that's uncomfortable, I can make it and be uncomfortable, and it's not the end of the world. And eventually, life catches up, everything recalibrates, and it's a new day. And then it's the past now, and it's over. That's really hard. That's like my life philosophy. So. Okay. So, angels, ancestor, spirit, what is an unexpected gift coming in the way of my collective? What is an unexpected gift coming in the way of my collective? Acceptance. On the other side of this resistance to be sensual, take care of the self intrinsically, so inside and out, once you let go of the things that you can't control, i.e., whatever you feel that the universe is blocking from you at this time, and you lean in to the lesson that it's trying to teach you, what will be on the other side of that is you feel the surrender, you let go, And through that acceptance, that letting go, comes ease. Things don't feel so hard because you're not fighting the flow, you're not fighting the current. So allow yourself to look at things differently if what you're doing right now isn't working. You shouldn't be working yourself to death and feeling like it's not giving anything back to you. If you're choosing to work hard, that's fine, but it should feel like there's a benefit, a really good one, because we spend most of our hours at work, honestly, more than home. So it's important that your vessel feels safe and taken care of, and there's no one who's going to take care of you better than you. You know, you can wait all you want for your girlfriend, your wife, your sister, your daddy, whatever it is. That's, you know, then you open yourself up to disappointment. Anyway, that's the message for today. Look out for the integration video. If you like that style where I just kind of talk more about other things that are spiritual, I do encourage that you at least comment so that I know. I want to know what you would even want me to talk about that is spiritual and is not the readings, or isn't something I've covered in astrology yet, or maybe it's something outside of it. Okay? I hope you stay safe, stay fed, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.